going, guys? Appreciate the love and support. Show love to the channel. Back in the day, working ACPD, me and my partner, we get a call. The call came out, I think it was like a domestic. I guess somebody driving by or walking by, they saw a man and a woman fighting. They saw it's like a group together, arguing, screaming, fighting, whatever. So they called police and wanted us to go check it out. This was happening over like Pacific Avenue, the location, this was happening over like Pacific Avenue and I think it was the Ballys Bus terminal. So me and my partner, we show up, we're met by one of the workers and I guess one of the family members that was involved in the whole situation. They bring us over to the group. Now, it was a whole family. It was like an older mother, the sisters, aunts, little kids were running around. And we're met, we're talking to the mom, and she's just kind of like, yeah, my son, who was over there, the guy was sitting in the corner by himself. You know, they got into an argument, blah, 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 this and that. They're waiting to catch the bus to go back to they were from Maryland or Virginia somewhere. But they were just kind of like, yeah, the bus leaves in an hour or two, so that's what's going on. We just got into an argument. There's no fighting, blah, blah, blah. The mom was really kind of defending her son and trying to just kind of diffuse the whole situation or whatever. So we're like, all right, bet. We gotta go talk to your son. Me and my partner, we walk over to him. Soon as this guy sees us, he's like, man, what the fuck y'all want? Yeah, we just want to talk to you, man. We just got a call, about fighting, arguing, this and that. We just want to make sure we just spoke with your family, blah, 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 this and that. He's like, man, fuck them. Straight like that. He's like, man, fuck them. I'm not getting on that fucking bus with them. He's like, fuck them, blah, 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 this and that. And we're like, whatever y'all got going on, as long as you guys aren't fighting and getting physical or whatever, this and that. He's getting to a point where it's he starts screaming. He's getting irate because the family starts getting involved again. They're going back and forth screaming. They're just telling him oh, you're just being dramatic. Blah, blah, blah. Stop acting like this. But we're just getting on the bus. He's like, I'm not getting on the fucking bus with those people. He's like, they've been fucking with me this whole time we've been down here. He was around my age. I think he was a little older, a few years older than me, but so I'm just trying to talk to him bro, not on no police I'm just saying you should just probably just go back on the bus or when your bus leaves, just don't sit next to them. I was really trying to just talk to him, but the family, they kept escalating the situation. I told my partner, you gotta take him somewhere else. We ended up calling our sergeant to the scene because, right, like I said, this dude was, he was screaming to the point where I was like, bro, if you keep acting like that, we're gonna lock you up for getting disorderly. You can't be out here screaming. There's people out here, you're cursing, you're doing all this, you're doing way too much right now. He said, nigga, you're not gonna do shit. I'll knock that motherfucking hat off your fucking head right now, you do something. And he said that shit. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, what? And that was the thing about me where it was I've had people threaten me. I've had people say shit to me like that. And I was never oh, that's a threat to a police officer. I'm gonna lock you up. I never really let that shit by. It was just kind of all right, bro, go, okay. All right, go ahead. So, but when he said that shit to me, I'm like, all right. But I'm thinking this nigga's really about to knock my fuck, because he was that mad, bro. Only time I ever wore a hat was when I didn't get a haircut. So I'm not about to get my shit knocked off and be nappy headed. You're not about to clown me like that. My sergeant showed up. He starts talking to him and he's like, look, man, we're not here to bother you. You obviously had a difficult time in Atlantic City, whatever. We're not here to make it worse. We just want you to, go back to your family. Because in the middle of him screaming and all this shit, he brought up how he has a daughter. He brought up how he had just started a new job. So my sergeant and myself and my partner, we was just kind of bro, why you want to mess that up? We're not here for that. Blah, blah, blah. Just go ahead. Just go on with your family. Get on the bus. Sit somewhere else and you'll be good. And he calmed down. Fortunately, he really did calm down. I think he had a hat. He had some clothing of a football team where we brought that shit up in conversation. We was like, oh, bro, your team ass, right? Your team. I think he was a Washington fan. And we were just kind of bro, y'all trash, forever. You're going to be trash forever. And so that kind of but everything turned out smooth. We left that situation, no problems. Nobody got arrested. Nobody got beat up. Nobody got that hat knocked off. but it was just kind of like that job. I've always said it. So you got to think on the job. You got to be able to talk to people. You got to be able to relate to people about different things, and you really don't want to ruin somebody's life. Like, you really not there to fight people and get into a fucking use of force. You really not. So you got to take some shit. And that was something I learned, where it was like, people are going to say, yeah, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that. All right, cool. Can I go? Like, do you need anything else? Can I go now? Like, if people are going to say whatever, you got to have that tough skin. You got to just keep it moving and be like, look, the situation could have went way left. But everything was all good. Appreciate the love, man. Show love to the channel. Catch you on the next one. Peace.